Hi, and welcome to another Mr. Petrimo's tutorials. Today we are going to learn how to use Rezzly. Rezzly, once you are logged in, you'll be looking at a screen like mine. And you have some items on the side: quests, rewards, group, discussion, and announcements. So let's start here. If we click on quests, we're going to be on the tab with available, in progress, and completed. As you can see, I've completed quite a few of my own quests in practicing. 71 I've completed and gotten credit for. I have 3 that are in progress and that I know that I'm working on, and I can click on those and continue. My available quests are the ones that I can choose from and start when I get a chance. So right now I'm going to look through the available. You have all the right type lessons. There are 3 categories of those: the learn, the practice, all the right type practice, and the all the right type skill. They are 3 different types of lessons, and you will get credit for each one of them. There are also 18 of each category. So there are 18 all the right type learns, there are 18 all the right type practice, and there are 18 all the right skills. So there's quite a few XP that you can get with completing your keyboarding. Plus, once you are done with all 36 of the lessons, you'll get an extra reward. You also have all the right type keyboarding tests that you'll be able to complete. And there are several levels that you can master. And depending on that will determine how much XP. By the way, your XP is listed right next to the title and how many points you'll earn. So pay attention. Some of the larger points take longer. You'll notice the average completion time is right next to that. So as you go through and complete a task, it's going to ask you afterwards to rate it and tell me how many minutes it took you to complete. Rezzly will add up all those minutes and give us an average. So the next kid who comes and sits down and looks at digital citizenship can see the average on this one was 18 minutes. Maybe I'm below average. Maybe I'm ahead of average. I think I can complete it in 20. So I know I can't complete that in 10 though. So if I only have 10 minutes to work, I would not want to choose that one. I might want to come down here to this one that's only 2 minutes long. Digital Citizenship Self-Reports, which are great little ways to tell me about times when you were a good digital citizenship, or maybe you experienced something bad. Good deeds, those can be that you performed or that somebody you watched perform. Good deeds are good deeds, online or in person. So you can report those as well for XP. If you're in 8th grade, you're going to see Google Sheets skill builders. And then at the bottom of this page, it only loads so many, and then you'll have to click the number 2 to get to the second page. And sometimes you'll have 3 pages if you have a lot open. Right now, I'm working on the 8th grade quest line, which is a lot of sheets. 5th, 6th, and 7th won't have these available. They'll have other ones that are docs and slides. So here's a slide, a quick slide introduction. Notice it's worth 5 XP, and it only took an average of 4 minutes. So that might be a nice quick little one that I can knock out. My presentation basics slide 1 is 20 XP though, and that one has low minutes. So maybe that's a good one that I can do for a lot of XP, and it's a quick one. So snip and submit in easy steps. So once I find a quest that I would like to do, like this one here, it's only 5 minutes. I'm gonna click on snip and submit in 10 easy steps, and I'm gonna click the start quest button. But before that, I wanna see maybe what this is about. Learn to use the snipping tool to screenshot and submit a quest. This skill will be used for more than just the coding games. I can look at the details, and then I can actually read all of the directions and read the submission details, what I have to do to get credit for this quest. Then I can see if there's prerequisites or the tags to search for it. So it gives me a little bit more information. When I'm ready, I'm going to click the Start Quest button, and this will add this quest to my In Progress folder. So now I can go to In Progress, and it's right here when I'm ready to continue. After I've completed these 10 steps, let's back up just a moment. When it's in progress and you want to continue it, all you have to do is come down here and click the In Progress button again, and it opens this quest back up. I can read step by step what I want to do and need to do for the snipping and submit. Once I have that done, I'm going to mark it complete. Actually, the snipping tool, I will do that right in front of you. Here is the snipping tool, and I'm going to click New. It'll gray out my screen, and then I want to snip out just one little thing. I'm going to draw a box around it, make my box just right, and let it go. And now it's turned it into a picture. I can either save it using the Save Snip button or copy and paste using the Copy button. So I'm going to copy that one, and let's see if we can paste it into my completion box. Use the snipping tools to snip anything. Follow the 10 steps above and submit anything you snipped here. I'm going to go in here and Control V, and I notice, oh, I can't paste inside this box. Pasting will not work. So I have to cancel that, and I have to come back to my snip, and I have to save it. So I'm going to save my snip as snip, and I'm going to hit Enter. I'm going to put it in my recordings. I'm going to hit Save. And then I'm going to go back to my quest, hit the Complete button, and this time I'm going to upload and insert image. It's this button right here. You have a bunch of buttons you can use. You can bold, italics, underline. You can justify, you can center, everything that you're normally used to. But you can also preview. You can give me a video link, or you can insert this image. So I'm going to click on that and click Choose File. And I'm going to go to my recordings folder, and there's my snip. Once I see the name right here, snip.gif, I'm going to click the Upload and Insert button. And now there is my new snip. And I'm going to hit the Enter button, and now my Submit is available. You noticed before I hit the Enter button, the snip was grayed out, the Submit was grayed out. So sometimes you have to hit Enter or type. And often I will ask you to type completed in that area, but not always. Some of them you'll have to upload or attach files. When I'm done, I'm going to hit that Submit button, and now it has submitted that to my inbox. I have a completion time. I'm going to give it less than 5 minutes and a 5-star rating, and submit. There we go. Now notice that is out of my in progress box. So I am no longer able to access it. But if Mr. Petrimo returns it and says it's not good enough, I don't see where it went. It will show right back up. There's my snip and submit. Notice it says pending approval right here. That means that Mr. Petrimo has not approved it yet and has not pushed it through, and I have not earned my 5 XP yet. My 5 XP is not included in my base XP. So as soon as Mr. Petrimo approves that, it will change to the date that Mr. Petrimo approved it, and then I'll get my 5 XP. If not, if Mr. Petrimo says I have more work to do, it will pop back up in my in progress box, and this time it'll have a comment from Mr. Petrimo that I'll need to read and figure out what I was doing. So here's another tutorial for you, and I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you the next time.